Cognizant, is that not true?
You are sworn into this country.
You are a Geordie.
You're a visitor here.
We wanna. No, you're a visitor here. You're from Newcastle.
Where's the speaker's card in your country? Go and get one.
It's our country. It's our country.
Are you not capable? I don't think so. That's why you come here. That's why you all come.
She came to spend her money.
There's no use. Everything's about taking a shortcut. Oh, let's go to Britain. You've got this.
She's German. She got German passport. You don't have German passport.
It's not about a passport.
It's about the passport.
No, it's not. That's your word.
It's European.
Like I said, you can live where
So you admire the Germans. She admires the Germans. We're getting somewhere. We get it. She admires the
Angela Merkel's sister.
From Germany, they cannot deport her.
Who's the they you can't talk about?
The German.
The German government?
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Well, I wouldn't actually.
If she commit a crime, she will go to prison and stay in Germany. If you commit a crime, they will go to jail and they will deport you from Germany. Seriously, man. That's what it is.
Why
They
did
said,
you
you
in?
don't come to Germany. She's your
Why did they
immigration
let you in?
officer.
You don't belong there. You're not German. You're not German.
You are German. You're German.
You're not German.
But you are German.
German identity is not yours.
How do you know? How do you know? She doesn't have blue eyes.
Hitler's daughter.
She doesn't have blue eyes. She doesn't have blue eyes. You don't have blue eyes. That's why she's like.
But Diana, you don't have blonde hair anymore. Your hair is grey now.
No, Germany's as mongrelized as
have
everywhere
German
else
now.
is. That's why everything's going to be washed out. Everywhere. Everywhere.
But she's not
Too many of you think I'm a little England. They're fighting for England's rights. What is going to happen here is going to happen everywhere. That is the Creator taking His world back out of the hands of godless, chaotic man and ruling His creation on His terms with all of those who have recognized that the world was never theirs to do what they like. It's as simple as that.
Not simple.
And every single day of man's existence, that day is always on the horizon.
What's the name of your God? Ask her what's the name of your God.
And it's getting
Dana, I want to go
more
now. I want to go.
As you become more and more willing to
But
tell
why
me
didn't you tell us what the name of your God is?
in me.
Tell us what the name of your God is, because you want to tell us what books you want to read. We don't know which God she's talking about. You might be talking about the devil.
Inquiry?
What's the name of your God? What's the name of
Your
your God?
inquiry. Your God created the human. Okay, what is your inquiry? What do you want to?
My word is a message and a warning to you. End of story.
What's that story?
You're a violent woman. Hello, you're a violent woman. Hello, you're a violent woman. Hello, you know that? You're a violent woman.
What are you doing in England?
What I'm doing in England, I was born here, but I used to live abroad 20 years. That is why I have
Equal opportunity.
my kids born as well here. What do we do?
You're not English, so why are you here?
Well, it doesn't matter, but I was born here.
You're not a Londoner. What are you doing here? Hello.
Oh, getting close.
You're an immigrant like us. You come from Newcastle. You don't see, right?
You can't think beyond the world of immigrants.
What? I mean, you're
You're always
immigrant.
on the move.
Look. We're gonna make you happy.
You have no concept.
We'll buy you a ticket to Newcastle. Tomorrow you will not see another black person. There are no black people in Newcastle. Hello, you'll be happy forevermore.
From you.
Hello.
From you. You were everywhere, so we followed you.
Excuse me, ask a question.
You go to
You're asking everybody. You're asking everybody to go back to them countries.
Nothing stopping them. They got here.
Yeah. What are you doing? Your army, English army and UK army, 119,000 army, German still after more than 60 years. Still they are there. Why? Why they don't go back to them countries?
Ask the government, who are mostly foreigners themselves.
Is David Cameron?
Yes, he's Scottish, yes.
You can't answer.
No.
Come back from Germany, come back from Japan.
I
What are you
can
doing
send
there?
them there. I'm not bringing them out. Take it up with the British government, you cowards. You hope you take out on the people what you want to face the government with. That's what you've done ever since you came here. You take everything the British government gives you, and yet when it comes to blaming the country from, you pick on the ordinary people and make their lives a misery. And that is why, no matter what.
We're not guilty. We are not guilty. Hello. There are no black people in Newcastle. How can we make Newcastle people unhappy? Hello. There are no black people in Newcastle. What's wrong with it? You cannot blame the problems in Newcastle for black people. What's wrong with it? You're scapegoating us. You're scapegoating us. There are no blacks in Newcastle. What's wrong with you?
Believe me, that's all it streaks from you. Pathetic.
Hello.
Clinging on
What's
to
the
living
problem
in
in
this country.
Newcastle? We're not caused by black people. There's no black people in Newcastle. Is that not true? Is that not true, Mr. Speaker?
I haven't a clue what you see in this country that makes you so desperate. But I can tell you now, I don't know what
You are fighting. You are fighting a losing war. You are fighting against the world.
We just watching British Museum, so you cannot sit anymore. To make sure that all our stuff is there.
It's your responsibility. We didn't steal it. A lot of it is given to us, but at any point you can take it back by petitioning the British government that brought it to you. But you don't want it back because then you wouldn't be able to stay. Always it comes back to you and your pathetic determination to cling on to this country. Your country is sinking like the Titanic because you're in it. If you're losers in your own country, you're still losers in this man, no matter what your delusions of grandeur may be.
What inspires you? Richard, what inspires you? What's your end goal? Because I think you're going to lose. You're losing. Look, every
I'm
week.
dealing in truth.
In truth.
Something that doesn't bother any of you. That's what makes me talk the way I do. We are created for truth. We are meant to live in truth, and we are going to be judged.
We
by
started an
truth.
organization for
Not
you.
my way,
English
not my
Defence League.
version.
You want to
not the
join the
government's
English
version.
Defence
The
League?
truth of the human condition, which is to be challenged to seek the truth and live it.
We started an
And you
organization
don't
for
do
you.
that by wandering around the globe, making your claims right, left, and centre.
It's good that you enjoy life.
You don't live, you wander. Wanderers do not live. Life is the challenge that keeps you right and takes whatever is coming at it. It's not about getting on the train or anywhere else to run away from it. It's a contradiction of living for any wanderer to say that they're enjoying life. They are running away from it.
Of course we enjoy it enough.
Do people where you live know you're a racist?
I stand by my views no matter
Even in your street. You
I
talk all
stand
this stuff
against the
everywhere.
laws of political
It takes everywhere. Everywhere, she's a
the
bigot.
fact that they deny the rights of the human condition to speak their mind.
Are you human?
And you are mostly not. You're commodities for hire. And the country's open up for you, and you are willing to take what they offer. You get there, and when you get there, you enjoy life, and you cling on desperately so that you don't want to let it go, no matter what happens.
Okay,
and that's
now,
why
what do you want
the
us to do
Almighty is going to wrest your hands away from anything
Give
you
us
cling
some
on
guidance.
to, because it's always belonged to the Almighty, including your body. That's why you don't choose your race.
Okay, Diana, what do you want us to do now? Come on.
Go back.
You want us to leave? We'll leave. But can I have my money
Listen
back?
to the mindset. What do you want us to do? That is the slave mentality. You see, you can live in a free country, but it doesn't make you free.
It's not free.
Everywhere you look, somebody is waiting for somebody to tell them what to do. That is the slave mentality. Yet every one of us was created with the capacity and the challenge to be free enough to say, don't tell me what to do, I follow the truth within. That's the world that's coming. All of the hanger-ons and all the ones who are following under the tailcoats of others who can't do a thing without somebody else corroborate them, they have no place in this world. No place at all. Because they are denying the very spirit of power that the Creator has put in us that rules this creation.
How do you relax?
I'm relaxing now.
She liked it, didn't she?
Truth is a very relaxing
What makes you smile?
You should be home cooking the dinner.
Not you.
When you go back to your country, relax.
We want to send you to Newcastle. Hello, we're tired of you. You cannot.
See the insecure we. Not an I, a we.
No.
That's the
We want to send you.
insecure.
We want to send you
No
back to.
we, you were an I.
We think you'll be happier without seeing black
My
people.
husband and I.
You'll be happier.
Listen, you're a disgrace to the black race.
And London.
I am no race.
You are. I mean,
I
how do you walk
respect
these
every
streets?
race.
How do you walk these
What
streets?
I do not respect is the individual specimens of races who do not want their own race.
Oh.
Are you back again?
I see your party, the United Kingdom
Not my
Indian
party.
has done very well. Are you taking
She's French. Jean-Marie Le Pen, my friend. Jean-Marie Le Pen.
I've got better things to talk about. You keep quiet.
Why are you rude? Why are you rude to people?
She doesn't like me. Do you know why she doesn't like me? Because her husband ran away with my ex-husband.
You see, the truth is coming back now. The truth is coming up. that why you're angry? That's why you're angry. That's why you're angry.
Liar! You believe it because you don't care about it. Thank you. She's done me a favour. She showed that you don't care about truth.
Answer her.
You see, you should have married a Jamaican.
And that's what
You
it's
should have
all
married a
about.
Jamaican.
You
should have married. Oh, hold on. Her husband was gay. You should have married today.
Keep the lies coming.
I'm making it
Keep
up.
the
I
lies
always
coming.
say
You're proving me right.
Blushing.
He'll tell you. He helped, didn't you?
Yes, I helped. I bought them ticket, yes. They're in Hawaii now. They're in Hawaii.
EasyJet.
EasyJet.
Yes.
EasyJet doesn't go to Hawaii.
But English people want to arrest you.
That's why you're going to be held accountable for every word that comes out of your mouth.
EasyJet all the way to
The English want to arrest you. You're embarrassment
I
to the
don't
English
have to
race.
care the lies people tell about me, but I do care that they don't realise that they're accountable for them. That they're so stupid and ignorant that they believe it. They're only joking. They're only doing this. They're going to meet their mate.
It's a joke. It's a joke.
Diana, after all the medicine I
Life
gave you,
is a serious
can you
business.
try
There's
hashish?
God love.
More you
Ask her what there's God love.
more
Can you try
judgment.
hashish?
There's God love. Dana,
There is
there's
everything
God
to,
love.
there is everything to give us a sense of humour and a joy in life.
Does
It
God
doesn't
have a sense
to
of
be
humour?
somebody else's expense using lies and ridicule, slander and filth. That is what
You look
people
like
do.
a lovely woman. You do look like a lovely woman.
Shall I tell you? I appreciate that. Because no matter what's going on here, what I am telling everybody else is what I try and do. That's what it's about.
What's
And I
your
thank
message
you
for
if
him?
you perceive that somehow or other I'm getting it right. But I know I am. And that's why my message is so strong. It's about proving it for yourself.
Like me too.
But also the awareness the time is being taken.
No, she loves me. She loves me. Dana, you love me,
No,
right?
she does not.
I mean, you believe in God. She has to love me. She believes in God.
So,
God love?
Diana,
Is God love?
if all foreigners leave this week, next Sunday, who are you going to argue with?
You really don't like yourselves here.
That is true. That is true.
With the world. He's going to argue with the world.
Only
Next week
picking
she'll
on
argue with the world.
If we leave, who are you going to argue with?
The world.
You know that's
Oh,
right.
English.
The
They
world.
kick you out.
I've got to bring
The world's the Scots,
Yes, yes.
the Londoners.
I pay too much money for British passport. Too much money.
too much, yeah.
Too much money.
You're my
And
business
painless
now.
suffering.
You're a
Oh,
business
no,
now.
you're not.
Yeah, you're a business.
Your business of living is being true to who you are, not what anybody else is.
You see what I'm doing?
And I will
I'm
remind
taping
you,
you.
your time is running out.
No, your time.
Because
No.
time is
Look at me, look at you. Whose time is running out?
Now, your time is right now.
That is very naive.
You have to go back to your country.
Why? What? My time is now. Look at London.
You're a young man. You live a long,
Both
long
of you are young
time.
timer.
Yes. You look. We can make you happy. We want to send her back to
I've got news
Newcastle.
Newcastle.
They're no black people. They're no Arabs. She'll be happy. She'll see only white.
I'm not unhappy.
White,
I
white
am
people.
not unhappy, and I don't run away.
You sound unhappy.
What I sound like is only up to your interpretation.
No. Is she happy or is she angry? Is she happy or is she
No,
angry?
no, no. I'm happy. She's not.
And who made you authority on yourself? Never
Herself,
mind me.
herself.
I did.
Yes,
I
yes,
did.
herself.
I'm an expert on myself.
Well, stick to yourself and mind your own business.
She's your
about me.
GP. She's your GP.
She's English, you know.
She's Jewish.
She's English.
She's Jewish.
She's
Oh, no.
Jewish.
We ask her a question. Did we ask you this question?
No, she's not. She's British.
Can you be
No, no,
Jewish
she's English and Jewish.
No, British and Jewish.
Oh, you look at her. Listen to her. Listen to her.
Born
Listen
in
to her.
Yorkshire.
Listen to her.
More London than you.
But I told you, there was no English. There
I'll
would
tell
be
you
no
for a
British
London
Empire without the Jews coming back into the country.
Well, that's your version of life.
No, it's the truth.
No,
It's
the
the truth.
truth of the matter is you're getting pretty desperate now, so you want the English to feel that they haven't done anything, it's everybody
No,
else's
the
doing.
gunpowder.
What you are
Gunpowder came from the
demonstrating
Jews
very
coming from
clearly
Holland.
is that
Hello.
you're actually afraid of the English because
No.
they're uncertain.
Why you not?
Then why can't you give them the credit for what they've done?
They're good
instead of
managers.
taking
There
it
would
from
never have been a British Empire without the Jews. Everyone knows.
Like I said, How can it be a British Empire when the Jews themselves are only immigrants?
No,
That's all they are.
they came with knowledge to England. There was no knowledge. They came with knowledge about Canada.
Why are you so desperate? Why are you so
It's the
desperate?
truth.
And they
It's the
stole
truth.
the knowledge
No.
from Arabs.
Yes.
Everyone who knows the truth knows this. Without the Jews, there's no British Empire. The Jews were responsible for
And they
the
give it
British
to you.
Empire. What's
Our
wrong?
own cousin, they give
It's
us
the truth.
knowledge.
It's history.
It's not history.
What do you mean it's not history? Why would the Jews? Why did the English get the gunpowder without the Jews? The Jews brought the guns to England. That's how Britain took the guns and colonized the world. What's wrong with you? It's very simple.
No, what's wrong with you?
No, without the Jews, there's no guns. What's wrong with you?
The Jews and their customs.
I'm not interested in the Jews. I'm interested in England, right? All of you are immigrants, nothing else.
No, but
I don't care who read what or anything. This is England, the birthright of the English race, and all of the rest of you do not belong here. I don't care what you think you've contributed, what you're doing for us, how important you are. That is how it is. Race is linked to the land, and that is what determines any nation's identity. Not politicians, not passports and visas, not your version of your skills.
so where did the British come from originally?
It's none of your African business.
No, we need to know. You see, now, we're getting to the truth. We're getting into the truth now. Where the British come from? The British didn't come, look, the British didn't just didn't come from the throne. They have to come from
Shall I
somewhere.
tell you something now? This is very interesting.
Yes.
Proving to me that the Almighty really does rule His creation. I have never seen so much uncertainty amongst people. Their foundations are shifting, they're questioning their identity, and they're realizing that life is not on their terms. And that is what the Creator is doing to remind you that you do not make the rules. Now start getting in touch with the truth of who you are. Start letting go of what you know has never been yours. In fact, nothing belongs to us. We are passing through this world.
So what's
This
your problem
body
then?
will be given
You're
back to the
passing by. What's your
Creator.
problem?
This body will be given back to the Creator, and we will take responsibility for who we are and what we've done. And there's no argument about it, because we have been placed into this situation. We have not created it. The closed minds, the intellectually arrogant and the egotisticals are on the same journey, and they will experience it, but they will be unprepared. That is their total responsibility themselves, not only for their own self, but what they have done to an earth that never belonged to them, and they sought to change it on their own terms. This is serious business. It's not about quibbling and arguing. And if you can't take it seriously, then again you are showing your own
Take you seriously if you
insecurity.
smoke hashish.
Were you arrested in the last war? Were you arrested? They should have arrested her, you know this. She started like a Nazi. She's a Nazi sympathizer.
You can get high electronically now.
Who are you rooting for in the Second World War? Were you rooting for England or Germany? You like Germany.
She's Irish.
Shisha now.
I respect every nation, and I respect the German nation.
The Germanic nation.
Do you respect them? No.
They are my cousins.
Oh, they're cousins.
But she's a hypocrite. She like apple juice. She like apple juice and orange juice.
Thank God.
Yes, she does.
I can like anybody as long as they're not creating trouble in this country, and you do.
Did she look like a troublemaker? Did she look like a troublemaker to you?
Bloody terrorist.
No, you talked about the Jews and the Muslims, and I'm addressing you on those terms. The Jews and the Muslims are troublemakers, not just in this country, but every other one.
Bloody terrorist.
No, the Jews and the Muslims are not troublemaker yet. When we unite, we're gonna be troublemaker. We're gonna be troublemaker. We're gonna have the money and the banks. They're gonna work for us.
And you'll still be nothing. It's not about what you have, it's about who you are.
Of course, what you
And
have.
most of you are so insecure that you grab your riches and use them to manipulate others. That is a shrieking sense of insecurity. We come in with nothing, we're going out with nothing. Life is not about what we have, It's about how we use the gift of life to be. And you don't do that, and that's why your life is being taken from you. The human condition is no longer human. It is materialistic, it is arrogant and egotistical, and it is not fit to walk this earth.
So why are you worried about foreigners then?
I don't worry about anything, I'm warning you. How many times do I have to tell you? Do you know what the English word would mean?
Warning me about what?
Or do I have to give you an English
If I go back.
Yeah, English lesson, please.
Yeah, please.
Number one.
Hey.
Number one.
But I'll tell you something else about a warning. You can give as many warnings you like, but if people don't want to listen, the warning will go unheeded. That's what I see here. The correction. The thing is, I have nothing on my conscience. I've warned you.
Diana, we'll find you a nice gentleman. Your age, your intellect. You see the black man.
Your answer to everything, isn't it? In your sad little piece of
And
meat.
especially he's from Somalia. He's from Somalia.
Piece of
I'm a bit
meat.
younger than you.
Piece of meat. Chopped in your body.
You're a piece of meat.
How old?
I am older.
She look 45. Come on. All she need that 5 minute die and that's it.
Diana, there is. Listen.
No, you're jealous. You're jealous. No. She's 45.
Diana, you can have a Pakistani or a Jamaican or a Somali or a Moroccan or a Chinese. The choice is yours.
No, Chinese will not go with her.
Chinese, you disgust me. You know that. You really disgust me.
Why?
Because the human condition is meant to be
I
decent,
think you'll be
and
much
you offend
happier if
every
you have a
sense of
partner.
decency
I
with
can
you.
tell you, you'll be
You
much
got no
happier.
conscience.
If she go to China, they will
You
make
think
her
everybody's
toy.
like yourself because you're arrogant assumption is everybody is like you.
Listen,
You are disgusting.
Diana, when you get a
And you're too
boyfriend, you'll be
arrogant
happy.
to believe it.
You'll be happy when you have a boyfriend.
Come on, look at him. He comes with remote control. Free Viagra.
Shall I tell you something? That's when I know the British Empire government is the biggest enemy of the indigenous people, when I see your kind in this country.
Diana, you really secretly fancy
And
me.
there are multitudes like
How dare you insult your bus driver? How dare you?
I can't insult him, he's too thick-skinned. I can still say it.
He's the one who's going to take you home tonight. I don't think it's going to work.
A good chicken jalfrezi.
It
Number
disgusts
15.
me.
Listen, and I make a good chicken jalfrezi
Listen to it.
with a good cup of tea afterwards.
And he can make goat's
This
meat
is
for
why
you.
this is a backward country now.
Because
it's
listen,
full of
because I'm a
backward
Muslim, I
people.
can't drink alcohol. We can have either nice
Why are you
coffee
saying
or
he's
nice
backward?
tea.
You have a driver license, you idiot.
Yeah.
You have a driver license,
I
not
rest my
backward.
case.
He's got driver license. British driver license.
4x4 car. I tell you, a 4x4 car.
Let's cut to the chase.
Do you know, listen,
Cut to the chase.
do you know where I
Are you a
live?
big guy or are you a small guy?
He's a big guy.
Okay, Diana,
Big hitter.
first of all you, then me.
Listen, and you know what? I can tell you something. You're in trouble, boy. The house I live has got a garden because I'm a benefit Scrooge. The government pays it. So she's gonna have a garden in the morning when the sun shines. She can sit in the garden, watch the roses and the daffodils and all the flowers.
Who do you think you're talking to? I'm an English woman.
He's bloody being romantic. Give him a chance.
I am a nice
You're
guy.
talking about something special. This country is a country
What
of
tea do you
gardens.
like? Darjeeling or
Everything you have
Assam?
in this country is English, and you're just a
What-
parasite who's
Excuse
taken
me,
up
he's
this.
asking you for
All
a
there
date.
is.
You're
You're not
insulting
talking
him.
about
What
giving
tea do you
me
like?
anything.
He wants to
You're
go out
taking
with
it
you.
from me.
He wants to marry
Darjeeling or
you.
Assam? Which one do you like?
English grey.
English breakfast. Which tea do you like?
Oh, great.
Earl Grey. All right. With bergamot oil?
Listen, this pathetic attempt at English.
Either with the lime
It really is
bud
embarrassing.
or with
When
bergamot
people
oil.
are
Don't say-
selling
don't
their
say
own
Earl
racial
Grey, she hates
identity
them.
out down the line in order to have a version of Englishness. It really is disgusting. Every race is meant to have
Listen,
dignity, and yet
my
you
tea,
live in
I
this
buy-
dishonouring way of trying to pretend you're English in
I
a
buy
country
from a
that's ignorant
specialist.
at the expense of having
No
no
English.
dignity
No,
in who you
when I
really
buy
are.
tea, I buy from a
No way.
specialist.
Everything that was created
Nice
is meant to have
spot.
dignity.
China.
Money doesn't buy it. Money doesn't buy it. It is the essence within. And you have none because you're so desperate to have things on your terms. That's why the Almighty is taking everything away.
Diana English. Is she English, Diana?
Thank you.
She said none of your business. Mind your business.
I think she's ignorant, guys.
Have a conversation amongst yourselves. Don't bring me in.
Why? I tell you.
Leave her alone. That's it, man. Continue, Madam Speaker, please.
Give it to them. They need to change the nappies. Go and change the nappies.
Why are you giving her that? You think she have a rush?
As an Indian,
You have a green for tattoos.
that's not the Smith Glaxo one, or Bayer one.
Right,
This
let's
is an
get down to the
Indian made.
nitty-gritty.
You're supposed to put that on your
Speaker's
knees,
Corner,
not on your
London,
fingers.
England. Everyone who takes advantage of this place, the challenge is, why isn't there one in your own countries? That is the challenge.
Which country?
Nothing is to be assumed, you're right.
Diana.
Everything is a testament to the efforts of the people within the nation. And everything is a testament to what other nations are challenged to do.
Diana.
And that is why we're in the times that we are living in now, when people
Diana.
don't think about their own responsibility anymore. They take
Diana.
advantage of what is
Simple
there.
question.
Shut up! I'll not tell you again.
Okay,
Shut up. She's not gonna say it again. Shut up.
Simple question.
She's a spice girl now.
Speaker's Corner exists
pass it with this
to
now.
challenge your minds, not to entertain you. That's in the West End. Put your hand in your pocket and pay for it.
Yeah, put your hand in your
Speaker's
pocket.
It's already in
Corner
my
is
pocket.
not about walking through the park. That's there.
Naughty boy.
Speaker's Corner is an acknowledgement and a respect for the people who come here and speak out
And
about
idiots, and
something that
idiots.
they feel is important, not just for themselves, but for
When did
others
you have-
who need to listen.
When did you
To
have
make
hot
a mockery
chocolate
of
last
that,
time?
to
Hot
make a
chocolate. When did
mockery
you
of
drink hot
that
chocolate last
is
time?
taking away your respect for yourself and the human condition. And this is what we see week after week here.
Why are you
And
taking
I am
our photos?
challenging everyone to get
Are you
back to
from
that
the secret
respect
police?
and dignity. No matter what you hear, remember every one of us has the right to speak our mind. Nobody has been allowed to take away our thoughts and our rights to speak, except tyrants who themselves will be dealt with accordingly by man and the Creator. The world is on the brink of tipping into an uncivilized barbarism that is every man for himself.
High five.
And it is not the human condition.
High five.
The human condition is dignified being. We have placed on this earth, we have been given a human body which determines who we are, but we have a spirit within us that will never die. We are passing through this world. And as we pass through this world, we are preparing for ourselves by the way we live, the world into which we will go next. It is not about heaven and hell, it is about the human condition, what it does with the spirit that's being given to it, the highest and the best. Truth, justice, courage, order, cleanliness of mind and body, respect, compassion and love, and respect for
Be
the
quiet.
human
We're having a
condition.
conversation over here. Shut up.
That is never going to be destroyed. What is going on now is every individual is being challenged to get back to that before the time comes when time itself will be taken away. We are eternal beings. Time is a gift to us to work through who we are.
Excuse me.
No.
Excuse me. She have right to talk. No, she's gonna talk.
I've got to ask you something. Now, as you know, the Jews...
I'm not talking about the Jews.
She wants to talk about orange juice.
I am talking about the human condition.
And in the Kabbalah, the most important part of the Kabbalah was...
Are you saying if you move, she's not gonna move? What's wrong with you?
No, but it's a gesture
If
that
you
has
move,
not...
she's gonna move. If
Yes,
you move, she's gonna
because
move.
she has no respect for what I'm saying.
She's making her opinion.
My opinion.
Yes,
Take it over there. Talk
she wants
to
to
them.
talk about Kabbalah. Kabbalah, yes.
Are you Kabbalist?
We have a city there
That's
for
what
Kabbalah.
religion has done. It has hijacked their version of the character of God, places in books, and said, obey this and you'll be all right with God.
Well,
It
even
doesn't
God
work
can
that
be
way. The human condition is not religion. religious, the human condition is spiritual. I don't care. I really don't
You
care.
can say what you want, madam. Go ahead. Yes. You're British.
Then move over there and talk to them. They obviously want to
Now
hear
we want to
you.
listen to her. Go ahead.
I said move over there to them.
No. Go ahead. Say what you want to say.
The Kabbalah is a book written by man. End of story. This is why Almighty God will intervene, because religious people will not put down the books and start to live. Life is not a theory. Life is not a theory. It is a practice.
So yes, those human dimensions, but you can say that about any book.
And I can also say that why don't the Jews practice what they preach and they wouldn't get into so much trouble? So that's how much good books are. If the Jews were willing to learn by the mistakes and follow a spiritual path instead of constantly playing
Why are you
the
picking
victim,
on her? Why are you
because
picking
she's
on her?
Jewish.
Because she's small. Because she's small.
Remember the husbands run away together.
Yeah,
That is the whole point that I'm making. Anybody can quote the books. How you live your life is the testimony and the judgment.
and
Anybody can spout
cousins.
theory.
They
But
are on the
when you
right
spout
path.
the theory,
They are both
more
good
responsible
religions.
men when
All
you
the
don't
shouting
live it.
doesn't change that.
Go on, sister. Say what you want. Yeah. You are under protection of Hezbollah now. Come on.
Quite frankly, this is England. I don't care what's written in the Jewish, the Muslim, or any other religious book, because it's none of our business. This is England.
Why do you quote it?
That is true. That is true. That is true. Why are you quoting religion then?
I am
I
black.
don't
Why are
quote-
you saying God?
Religious
Why are you
people
saying
think
heaven?
they've got
Why are you
copyright on
saying
Almighty
hell?
God.
You're quoting
No,
a book.
that is by the religion. Religion is the enemy of the human condition because it herds people into groups, and we are individual, unique individuals. And this is the time we're living in now. The world has been shown the brutality, the narrow-mindedness, and the bullying of religion, and the unwillingness to learn that you're not about being religious, you're about being spiritual. They will not learn. And now all you see are the religions carping amongst themselves, quoting the books at each other, but they do not understand or live a noble human condition because they're too busy following a book. And that is what they will get in judgment.
Who's going to win? Arsenal or Newcastle? Arsenal or Newcastle? I'm going to make a bet.
Everything in life is a message to us that we are part of something wonderful and actually beautiful.
What's beautiful?
Those trees demonstrate to us that we don't create life, we can only destroy it.
So you love
The
trees and
seasons demonstrate the cycle of life, just as age demonstrates the cycle of life to us. Everything in this physical world is meant to be a lesson to us. And yet you bury your head in books and the computers and everything, but you don't know what life is. And that's why you need to get in touch with who you are as a human being who is also divine, because there's not much time left, because man is destroying the very creation that he's meant to look after.
Intellect. Without
Intellect is the biggest enemy of mankind.
We are nothing.
Intellect
She
is
said
the
human
basic-
beings are divine, but she still hates foreigners. Confusing.
Amazing.
Foreigners are not human.
No.
All English people are
You
divine.
use the word hate and it'll be your judgment.
No, because you're saying human beings are divine, right? And you're saying the foreigners are
And I-
shit. They need to go
I
home.
don't use language like that. You
Yes, you do.
interpret, and that's your judgment.
That's
not
English.
mine.
That's English I'm using.
I
That's
give a
English.
warning to people,
No,
and
that's
the
English.
warning
I'm
has to be
using.
truthful.
You've been telling us for 2 hours we are shit.
You will
Yes.
face the consequence of those filthy words out of your mouth.
Day of judgment. That's not an immigration problem again. If
No.
me and you go there. Yes.
You'll not be laughing when the time comes, believe me.
Are we going to be there together?
And I've got no conscience
Are we
about
gonna be
you
there together?
because I've warned you for years.
You said next to Eloise.
I have nothing on my conscience about warning people that you need to change your ways and remember the human condition is not according to what man determines it to be. It is ordained by the Creator. You've taken no notice. You've turned everything to a mockery and a scoffery. You've continued continued with your religious, political games. You still clung on to your bit of earth, even though you're only passing through this world. I have nothing on my conscience. I can wipe my hands off it. And that's what I'll do. That's what I will do. Because the responsibility is yours. You come into this world alone, you're going out alone.
What are you doing here?
There's nobody else to blame once you get to the age of responsibility. And even with children now, because too many parents and society has taken that innocence from them, even children now will be judged more like adults than children because they've thrown off their innocence. Mankind is a wicked being without his God. But the Almighty has no problems with dealing with him. That's why we die. That's why he inflicts us with sickness and disease and poverty and everything. To give us a warning that our lives need to be looked at and changed. If we don't do that, then ultimately, when the time comes, when we enter into the next world, we will face everything that we have done, and we will be reminded that it was our choice, that there were warnings given to us and we took no notice. Man has got to get away from his self-obsession and his self-importance. He is the destroyer, not the creator.
Only he. That's a good thing.
You know, you listen to religious people and they haven't got a clue.
Well, you just go to
Haven't
religion
got a
book.
clue.
Heaven, earth, hell, the other life, and all that's a religion.
I never use
you
heaven
copy
or
either
hell.
from a Torah, from
I
the
never
Bible,
use
from
heaven
the
or
Quran.
hell.
Which book you follow?
Listen, what do you think comes first? The truth of God or religion?
Where do you get your truth from?
When the same person, the people who founded religions from,
Oh,
it's there
from
for
the
all
book,
of us.
from the book then?
No.
Where'd you get your
God speaks to everyone. The trouble is you're not listening. You're too busy doing this, that and the other.
So you're hearing voices?
Just as Muhammad did, just as everyone did.
No. Are you saying you're a prophet?
No, religious people are saying I'm a prophet because
you say I'm
no,
receiving
because
revelation.
you're religious.
No, you're saying I'm
religious.
Did you say I'm receiving revelation? You said
religious slaves.
Gabriel told
Here she does it again. Here she does it again. Religious slavery. Almighty God is. They've got Almighty God trapped in time to the origins of when their religion began. We are in the 21st century. Most people do not believe in religion. And even if they do practice it, they're usually doing it for their own purposes. It is about knowing the one who gives you the breath in your body. No religion can make you do that. Nobody can force you to get to know somebody. That is the challenge. If you believe you're a created being, what are you doing to get to know your maker? He is your life within. He is your origin, your destination.
How do you know he's your
Why
maker?
do you keep him at a distance
How
and
do you
act
know
as
he's your
if
maker?
you did it yourself?
How do you know he's your maker?
Why don't you know?
How do you know?
Because you confirm it through communication.
Maybe the devil is
not religion. Religion created the devil. Who says this one?
Did you say, Diana, I am God?
religion.
Listen to me.
Nobody's English except her.
You're doing it again, dragging everything down to human terms because you can't handle the spiritual. You're trapped on this earth when you're passing through.